Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Subarashii. If you're new around here, consider subscribing and turning on that post notification bell. If you do enjoy this video, I'd love to have you here. It's free as well. Now, of course, for those of you who are, obviously not new to the channel, I just want to try something different. You've seen a few of my other tier list videos, but now we're getting into the realm of Demon Slayer. Of course, I recently watched the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie, and I got some stuff to say for that as well, but that's going to be like near the end of the video. So if you're trying to avoid spoilers for like the movie itself, don't worry, it'll be at the end of the video. You probably won't even make it to the end of the video, but I dare you to do so, alright? Now, of course, a few of these characters I might have forgotten. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I've seen Demon Slayer. About like a six or something months since I finished the show, right? The first season. Now, I really wanted to do like a tier for, characters that were just there, right? So I'm probably gonna make D tier, characters that really didn't do nothing, just push the story along just a little bit. So consider D tier that specifically, alright? And then like B tier will be, characters that are supposedly strong, very strong, but don't do nothing in the anime or the movie itself. But yeah, of course this tier list is specifically anime only. If you aren't reading the manga, it's going to be completely spoiler free, and hopefully the comment section will keep that same energy. Alright, so firstly we're going to have this bird. I believe this is Zenitsu's? I really can't remember, I'm not going to lie. But it's just there. It gives the missions to the Demon Slayers. It's just there, alright? Nothing too crazy to say about that. Then here we go, we have the demon that was in the Muzan area, the hideout in the series itself, but he was also a part of the movie, alright? He was the first villain in the movie, and that's all I'm gonna say about him when it comes to the movie. Now, if you remember him from the anime, he was the demon around the few that got really angry because he was wanting to get the upper demon spot. And then, of course, come to find out he did manage to get it later in the stuff. So, definitely gonna have to put him in B tier. He's really not that good. Like, he's not as strong as you would think he is. His ability is kind of different, and I like it. I don't even think it's a spoiler to say this, but his ability was to, dreaming. He has like a dream ability. This is demon art. Puts people to sleep and all that, and he can put people into the dreams to sever their spirit core and all that. So that's really all he does. And he's not really that smart either, as smart as he thinks he is. So yeah, B tier, he's like an average filler villain. He played a good role for what he was, but that's about it. Next up, we have the other Demon Slayer of the same, generation or class, I guess you could say, as Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Inosuke. And honestly, I don't know how strong he is. They've never even shown him fight. All you know is that he wanted to drag one of these girls in the ground like he was a tough guy. Very angry kid, basically. Really have no respect for this character. I think he's gonna be probably the first to get killed, unless he's gonna be one of them strong, angry types that manage to get strong and help out Tanjiro in the future. But right now, for me, he's a D tier. I hate this character with all my passion. Every fiber of my being tells me to kick him in the shins and all that. Yeah, D tier, hate him. Alright. Next up, we have these filler characters. They're just there pretty much. Oh wait, I gotta put him in C tier because D tier is for randoms. But yeah, this character, you don't really see much. I believe this is like one of them guard type characters for the Demon Slayer leader. But yeah, nothing too crazy, lame. But yeah, next up we have the guards for Demon Slayer leader. Now, they're important to the story because they're in the inner circle, basically, of the Demon Slayer Corp. They are the right hand of the Demon Slayer leader, and they also give out missions and such. Don't know if they fight, I don't remember that much, but I know they're important, so I'm gonna have them in C tier. They have more significance than, say, characters that would enter D tier, but other than that, I think that they're, you know, canonically important to the story. Right. Next up, we have the Rock Hashira, or the Earth Hashira, however you want to call him. He, of course, has to be strong to be a Hashira, but as of right now, he has no, like, significance to the story yet. Alright, of course, anime only in season 1. You only seen him, what, that 1 or 2 episodes. Didn't do nothing. But yeah, he's interesting and mysterious, so maybe we'll see him in the future in season 2. I don't know. Next up, we have the old woman. I personally don't remember her, so I'm going to put her in D tier. Like, she's irrelevant, so if she's not irrelevant, just tell me. I apologize, but yeah, whatever, D tier. Then we have the sword guy. This is the guy who makes all of the blades for, you know, the Demon Slayers, and he tried to kill Tanjiro because, you know, he lost his blade or got it destroyed, right? If I remember correctly. But yeah, he's a funny comedic character that they introduced. Nothing too crazy though, so C rank for sure. Moving on, we got Inosuke. Now personally, here is my thoughts on Inosuke. I know it's gonna upset a lot of people who find him to be like the coolest or funniest character in the series, but for me, I just don't like him. I acknowledge that he has really high strength, and you know, he has like a more interesting breathing style than, say, Tanjiro and Zenitsu. But yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to put him in C tier, probably above these guys. I just don't like him. He's unique himself. I like his swords for sure, but the way he prances around and all that, it just annoys me. It ruins the vibe of the episode, and I just can't back him as a character, personally. I'm not saying he's god-awful like this dude, but, you know, it's just not my cup of tea, my coffee. I just don't like him. But yeah, C tier for Inosuke. Next up, we have the former Thunder Hashira. He tried to get Zenitsu to accept himself more, quit being so shy and timid, and to master his Thunder style just a little bit more. I respect him for that. I assume he was very strong in his prime. And yeah, B tier for sure. All Hashiras will probably be up here unless there are a certain few that I'm a little bit biased to, I'm not gonna lie. Next up, we have the leader of the Demon Corps. So honestly, we don't know too much about him. Of course, he has a leader himself, a boss, which is more skeptical and mysterious as the time goes on when you figure it out. Personally, I don't know how strong he is. I know by the time, you know, you watch the movie, he's a little bit more frail than he already was. And you know, I hope that wasn't a spoiler because, you know, it's kind of obvious. But for him, I think his time's coming near. I don't know what is his issue on his face. Like, he's blind, I believe. I don't know. Someone explain to me what's going on with him. If you're a manga reader, you know, shoot me a DM over on Twitter at Subarashii-san or something. Because, you know, do not spoil this in the comments. That would be awful. But yeah, I just think, of course, he has a reason to be the leader of the Demon Corps. He says it like he's been there a long time. So definitely gonna have him in A tier. Of course, he's probably useless now, but definitely A tier character because he does care. All right, so very epic. Next up, we have, I think this is this the former Hashira? Hold up, yeah. I believe it is. It's the older sister, I believe, of Shinobu. She's definitely a B tier, or I don't know. B tier, I would believe. Older sister or something, or mother of Shinobu. Definitely strong, but her role in the story wasn't that big, I don't believe. It's been a long time, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember her much. I think they showed her, what, one time? That was it? I gotta pass on her. I'll put her in B just for the sake, but whatever. Then we have the apprentice slash younger sister of Shinobu. Honestly, she is like a rival type of character for Tanjiro. Same, you know, she's strong, same age group. I would definitely put her above right here. Her significance doesn't really hit as much. She does help once or twice with Tanjiro, but she stays quiet and it's very annoying. So if she spoke more, probably, you know, more significance to the story, and she'd be higher on the list. But right now, nah. Next up, we have the Crow. This is what gives their missions, and you know, it's just there really. It gives the missions. That's it. So yeah, I don't know why that's even a character for the thing, but okay. Next up, I do not remember this guy. I think he's another one, another sword maker. But I don't remember this one specifically. I think it's the son of this one. But I'm gonna put him in D tier. You don't see him. Whatever. Next up we have the demon. It's not the moon demon, I don't believe. Right? No, I don't think so. No, it's not. I don't think so. It's more so the one that was in the building. Or that house that they were sleeping in. They were lured in, and it was trying to kill them, but Zenitsu finally won. It was just another monster or a demon that they had to beat. Nothing too serious. It was more so like a puzzle maze type of deal that they had to go through. But again, it's just another episode, another villain. They took him out, and it was done. Next up, I don't know if this was a former Hashira or not, of the water breathing style. Let me know if it was, but she was one of the spirits that, you know, got killed in the forest with, you know, her brother, of course, beforehand, I believe. But yeah, former water breathing style user. She was just really there. Her and her brother right here, they were significant to the story somewhat, more so him than her. But yeah, C rank for sure. They helped Tanjiro train somewhat in, you know, the way that they could. And yeah, very beneficial for the story. More so than these random characters right here. Next up, we have Mitsuri Kenroji, I believe. Yeah, that's her name. S tier. You know, she's the love breathing style user. Find her very attractive. If, you know, an anime character could come to the real world, definitely her. A lot of people can, you know, definitely agree to that one. The big booty honkers, bro. Yes, sir. Alright, so yeah, her breathing style, if she ever had a fighting scene, it would be pretty cool. It would remind me of Boa Hancock's Mero Mero fruit, probably. And yeah, so I would assume it's like more earthly with hearts and stuff. So just like a Shinobu's with her butterflies and stuff, but with hearts and, you know, earth. I'd hope that would be how it is. Of course, manga users probably, or manga readers already know what her fighting style looks like, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, next up we have the Mist Hashira. I forget his name. I don't really keep up with the names of the Hashiras. We never seen him fight. We've seen scenery around him. He's more so of a serious type of guy, and mysterious as well. Lacks some sympathy. I will deduct points for that. Screw him. But yeah, of course he has to be strong. Definitely gonna have to put him with the current Hashiras. But yeah, definitely gonna be up here. Next up, Muzan. We got Muzan here. For me, Muzan is S tier. He is like the definition of an antagonist. Very mysterious and devious. Very strong. All of the demons want his blood to be stronger. He, without a doubt, will punish a demon for failing a mission and whatnot. So yeah, Demon Michael Jackson is up there for me for sure. So yeah, moves on, S tier. Next up we have Nezuko-chan. Alright. Zenitsu obsessed with her and all of that. Personally, I'm gonna have to put her in B tier. Of course, the story revolves around her and Tanjiro, right? She turns into a demon after, you know, the massacre of their family, and, you know, she turns into a demon. She learns to control her thirst for blood, and of course, you know, recently she, you know, starts fighting against demons, and, you know, all's well that ends well, and Hashiras are accepting of her, right? So only if she could talk, all right, if she had some lines per episode, or even in the damn movie, right, I think she'd be A tier as a character. She's adorable when she's like running and stuff. It's adorable, you cannot lie. But yeah, very good sister character slash female lead role. Just give her voice lines. I know she can speak, unless she's like an underdeveloped demon or something. Is that a thing? I don't know. But yeah, moving on, we have this dude. I personally don't remember this demon, bro. This isn't the moon demon, right? I think he has a sword. I have no clue. They really don't tell you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember him. I know he was stronger. Definitely gonna put him over here. All right, he was more important. Well, he was definitely more important than these people, in a way of like a villain standpoint. He gave them the most trouble, I believe, out of the villains, except for this one down here. We'll get into that later. But yeah, he was strong to Tanjiro and Zenitsu, I believe. That's who they were fighting, right? So yeah, very strong. I don't remember his name or what he did, but yeah, he's up there for sure. And then we have the Serpent Hashira. Don't know his name, but B tier for sure. He reminds me a lot of Orochimaru. Very mysterious. You don't know much about him, and he lacks a little bit of sympathy. And, you know, similar to the Mist Hashira, that's the vibe I'm getting, really. So yeah, for sure. Moving on, we have, I forget this one. I think this one, or no, it was not. Was it? Nah, this one wasn't. Huh. If someone can remind me of what he did, I'd probably put him in C tier. But for now, I think he was an easily disposed of enemy. So I'm gonna put him in D tier. He probably got clapped if I remember correctly. I don't remember at all. But you know, I only remember a few villains out of the bunch, right? So yeah, moving on, we have the Spider Kid, dude. I hated these episodes, bro. I hate spiders. I got arachnophobia or something. I see a spider, I jump, bro. Like, simple. Alright, he was A tier. Nah, was he? A tier or S tier? Oh man, it's tough. I'm gonna give him an A tier. He was a big challenge for the, you know, for Tanjiro and friends, and he was even a challenge for, you know, Hashira Gyu, right? So yeah, definitely an A tier. If it wasn't for Tanjiro magically doing the Himura Kami or whatever it was, the fire breathing style from his father, it would have ended up pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. So A tier for him. For the villain role, that's pretty high, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. Next up we have Utodi. I forget his name, I'm not even gonna try. In terms of significance, he's up here. Probably higher than these few. Well, I'll just put him with the old people. Alright, so he was the water breathing style user. He was a teacher of Tanjiro and these two before him. He is alive still though, so that's a plus. He was a good teacher. Reminds me of Kakashi with how he can be goofy but serious at the same time. And overall, he did a really good job with Tanjiro, given the circumstances of his parents and his family getting, you know, slaughtered right beforehand. So yeah, big props to him. B tier for sure. Alright, now moving on, we have the Wind Hashira. Now, I hate this dude with all my passion, all my fiber, my being, bro. he tried to get Nezuko killed, right, first and foremost, and he tried to pick a fight with Tanjiro, alright, of course. He doesn't like demons whatsoever. It's understandable. I would assume something bad happened. He probably has a backstory that explains it and justifies his actions. But in the end of the day, I hate this dude, but I assume he's strong. So I'm gonna put him in C tier, or with the scum right here. They even look similar, so I would assume that they're related. Hope not, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, for sure C tier. I don't like him. I would assume he has the weakest of the breathing styles, because wind style has so many subgroups of styles, like sound, insect, all of those are based off of wind. Alright, if you didn't know, now you know. Alright, next up we have Shinobu, S tier. You gotta love Shinobu. She's the ara type of chick, you know, from anime. When they say that in sub, you love it. Alright, her breathing style, insect style, regardless of it being insects, it looks amazing when she casts it out. And it's poison related too, and she is kind of a, you know, doctor type. Not really, but like she can cure poison as well. So definitely very troublesome if a demon goes against her, for sure. So yeah, S tier for sure for me. I think these two both are gonna have epic fight scenes in the future in season 2. Alright, next up we have the demon that was at the apartment with this chick and this dude, this villain, and this dude. Alright, these two are the good guys, the good demons, and these two are the bad. So personally, that was a very tough fight for Tanjiro, I'm not gonna lie. They weren't upper demons per se, they were just wanting to be upper demons, trying to get stronger. But for sure, they go up here, I believe. In terms of villains, they were beatable for sure. They weren't, you know, too difficult. But Tanjiro adapted and he got stronger to the situation. So yeah, these two go up here for sure. I believe he gave Tanjiro more of a run for his money. Alright, next up we have the chick that was helping in that same situation. Definitely she was there. They barely did much for that situation though. I forget, it was something regarding Nezuko, so I'm putting him in C tier for in terms of relevancy. They were trying to figure out how to help Nezuko out of her situation being a demon and all that. So yeah, trying to understand being a demon more is what Tanjiro went to see, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Next up we have Tanjiro himself. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him at a solid A tier. Of course, you gotta put him above who he beat, but yeah, Tanjiro himself isn't an S tier protagonist simply for the fact he's more cardboard copy cutout protagonist than he is his own character, right? Very determined character suffers a horrifying backstory. That's pretty much all it is, and every time he does get stronger, it's like something else is blocking his path, and he even says it in the movie. That's kind of funny, but you know, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, his backstory was hard and all, but he needs to be stronger. Like, a lot of characters in comparison can still whoop his ass, and it's kind of annoying considering he trains and trains and gets stronger for nothing really. Pretty much useless at the end of the day. But yeah, moving on, we have his father. Has a dance, the Hinakami dance, which surprisingly enough, you know, if you think about it, if that's a actual breathing style that he just never mastered, he could have been so strong. So I'm gonna put him down here. Of course, he wasn't that important really, except for being the, you know, family character. But yeah, if the fire breathing style or whatever it was from him develops in Tanjiro, and that turns out to actually be a thing, I believe that he probably serve a bigger purpose in the story if, you know, they learn more about him. So I'm gonna put him in B tier next to Nezuko for sure. actually. Don't know much about him. They don't go into detail really, so you know, maybe we'll learn in the future. Next up, I'm gonna save this one for later. The monster from the forest. They're in their exam, right? He served a big purpose, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, I'll put him here. He wasn't that crazy. This is the monster who was killing off all of the new demon slayers that were joining the ranks, including these two down here. He was the reason why their spirits weren't at rest, right? He consumed all of them, and every time he consumes a demon slayer, or a human rather, he gets bigger and stronger, and sooner or later Tanjiro came in the picture, slapped him, clapped him, easy. But yeah, after that, you know, their spirits were free and they could rest in peace, right? So very important villain to the story per se for their sakes. So yeah, moving on, we have Giyu, which is the water Hashira currently, also trained by yours truly down right here. Currently he's really strong. He solos pretty much everything he fights against, and he also helped train and develop Tanjiro's abilities too. So I'm gonna put him in high B tier. I want to put him up here because he has more significance to the story than all these characters. If I can get these, yeah, there we go. All right, and put him back. Yeah, so Giyu offers a lot in terms of, you know, development for the story, I believe, for sure, hands down. Just wish he had more character development. He's like really sluggish, doesn't associate himself much in the show per se. All right, moving on, we have Tengen Uzui. Now Uzui is the sound Hashira. Again, sound is a branch off of wind, right? Yeah, and I believe he's gonna be stronger than the rock Hashira for sure. I believe, I don't know, but personally I like him. He's flamboyant, if you know that reference from the show. For sure, I think he'll play a big role in season 2, hopefully, because apparently manga fans are very excited for his fight to get adapted, right? I think, let me know if that's true, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. He's my favorite looking Hashira, like his design's coolest out of all of them, and I'm looking forward to him fighting for sure. Moving on, we have Zenitsu, the shy, timid lightning user, and you know, when you see him fight versus his actual, you know, his attitude beforehand, you wouldn't expect it to be the same dude, because you know that's how they wanted the character to play out. I think if Zenitsu wasn't so timid and stuff, and he was more serious all the time, wasn't so damn fragile per se, I would enjoy his character more, right? Him in the movie absolutely threw off the entire vibe, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna have to put him right here for sure, A tier. And you know, without saying any more, I think if they made him more serious, get him over his obstacle of, you know, anxiety and his fear of fighting and stuff, I believe, yeah, for sure S tier. I think he'd be stronger than Tanjiro too, hands down. Thunder is definitely stronger. But yeah, but lastly, we're going to be getting into Rengoku. Now before we do this, I want to mention, if you haven't seen the movie and you know it's not playing in your theaters, your local theaters, or you just can't get out due to the pandemic and all that, I will be streaming it on Discord. I will have a Discord link in the description below if you want to join it. I will have a pinned announcement and in the chat also when I will be going live with the movie itself, and we can all watch it together. Of course, no mics allowed. You just mute your mic and you watch the movie with me. I have it downloaded, so it's better for everybody, right? So higher quality, it's HD quality 1080p, and we can all sit through it free of charge and enjoy Demon Slayer, right? So I'll go make sure to do that and join the server, and we'll be getting into that probably soon in the week, probably like Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday, if I do in fact do it, or I will have a link in the Discord also. with a pinned comment. Now, when it comes to Rengoku, he is the Fire Hashira. I would assume he is like 3rd or 4th highest in terms of overall strength. Hopefully he's actually stronger, and the other Hashiras have to, get stronger after the events of the movie. But when it comes to Rengoku, I like his personality the most out of all of them. Second to him is obviously going to be Tengen Uzui for me, but Rengoku definitely showed off why he is who he is. Now, I'm going to put him in S tier, and yes, it's probably going to be biased for sure, but Rengoku did what he came to do in the movie, and I'm going to try to keep spoilers to a minimum. If you have watched it, keep watching. If you haven't, I will have like a separate thing or a timestamp for you to finish the video off with. But yeah, honestly, skip right here. I feel like Rengoku did a very good job in taking care of his mission. His mission was to secure the passengers, keep everybody safe, no deaths. He did this. He did just that. He kept all 200 passengers on the Mugen train safe and secure, and even made sure that the demon could not get a hold of Tanjiro, who was injured during the fight. So honestly, mission successful. The only thing that went wrong, of course, was Rengoku himself. So honestly, I don't feel like Rengoku handled things as well as he could have. I don't think he went full power. A lot of the forms to a breathing style he didn't even use. He repeated a lot of the same ones. Of course, I'm no martial arts expert or a swordsman myself. I can't tell you what he could have done or what he didn't do. But obviously, it seemed like he didn't want to harm the demon in a way. It's hard to, grasp at what was truly intended. But I feel like he did less than he possibly could have. And that's what costed him his life. Alright? He did die. I was spoiled before I even watched the film. I was hoping it was alive because, it's kind of a waste of a Hashira spot, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, the demon did end up getting away. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Now, okay, spoiler-free time. Okay, spoiler-free version. Rengoku is a badass, very genuine guy. Was willing to actually train the 3 dudes, Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. However, I believe his actual breathing style has to be one of the strongest. If all 10 forms were mastered and used, it would most definitely be one of the strongest, comparing to thunder and water breathing style for sure. Simply because of his character. He's a very accepting, easygoing guy, very flamboyant, similar to Tengen Uzui, and I feel like he is like one of them high energy characters that anime does very well. Alright, so in general, for the movie, I give it an 8 or 9 out of 10. If you want to see it, of course, come down to the Discord, join up, and I'll be streaming it sometime later this week, or however long it takes for me to set it up. Again, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe down below if you're new, and also an announcement: the Demon Slayer game that's going to be coming out is relatively soon. It's not going to be long till that's out, and I'll be having content on that in the future, so make sure to stick around for more Demon Slayer, and hopefully you did enjoy this video. Again, it's something new to the channel. Tier list, I'm trying to branch into more so than the gaming. Gaming is just on a dry slope right now. There's not much you can do for it, and yeah, when it comes to anime, it's better to stick with discussions and stuff like this more so than doing anime games. Alright, so if you did enjoy, of course, make sure to hit the like button once again, and peace out. Take care.